Hey guys, Razor from Razor's Edge here. This is my video blog. Today is Thursday the 29th, I think? I can't remember. I know I promised, and if all your comment is about me video driving, I'll know you didn't watch the rest of this blog. This car, don't worry, is self-driving. I can literally take my hands off the wheel and it drives itself. So I'm not a threat to traffic, and I wanted to get the video blog out because when I get home I want to go back in. I've been playing a lot of Guild 3. I've got testing to catch up on Kingdoms, and I ran a video last night on a first look of Urath. I think that's right. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm doing a first look of that video, and my wife is over my shoulder. She's a huge Vikings Game of Thrones fan, and she's like, she goes, I want that. Please, please, please. And I go, there's no females in here yet. They're adding them, but there's no females. So she didn't care. So we're gonna do some videos on that, of us playing together. She played all night last night. She probably actually passed me, and knows the entire game by now. So that should be a fairly straightforward, very informative video on a game that once again is back to mixed reviews. I have no idea what's going on. It'll be interesting. And that's the second thing I want to talk about is reviews. So I did a review on, mind you, when you buy a game, you're entitled, or even when you get a key, which in this case, I don't think anybody got preview copies of the Guild 3. Now, I'm a huge fan. I've been playing that game since the series was first released. I said that in the video, and I'm saying it now. It has gotten an overwhelming response. Not so much, I mean, the video's got about 1,000 hits. It hasn't come close to Echo, but the drama was in the review itself. So I basically posted, and I'm not going to show you my car, but I could show you all these controls. It's pretty freaky. But the focus of a review, okay, is that I don't think early access should be reviewed. And if you've ever watched my rant about early access games and what that thumbs up, thumbs down does, I agree with both sides. When you do play a game, you should play for a certain period of time before you give it a thumbs down. I like to play for at least 4 or 5 hours. Now, granted, when I did the video, I'd only played for about 30 minutes. I just went in, I knew I was just going to do a 30-minute video, didn't read anything, because what I like to do is what a typical gamer does. Install the game, load it up, and play it. And that's what I did. And I purely based it on the fact that, one, I'm a huge fan of the series, and two, I was only going to do a 30-minute video. So when I finished, I did the review, and it's not even a review, and I basically said you can't review an early access. And I got, I think before I deleted all of the negative comments to a review about just, I mean, it was ridiculous. It had like 600 or 700 comments or recommended versus not, whatever. I don't know how all that's done. First of all, I think early access, they need to redo the whole thing on the reviewing system. I think it should be informational, and you post your comments in there. It's early access. Features aren't done. As I said in my video, it's a well-known publisher. They're not going to let this game die. The patches are going to come. You know, there were comments that, yeah, it was supposed to be 90% finished, but really, ultimately, I mean, I've been playing it, and so far now I've played a carpenter, or no, not a carpenter, a baker, and then now I'm doing a mason. So, and then I plan on doing a thief. I'm going to play all the different classes because I feel like in indie access, if you're really doing justice, you're testing. Because really, not only are you funding the game to help further the development for the developers, but you're also in there for early access to test. And a lot of people were asking on the forums when they first announced it, with no price, nothing, they were saying, put the thing out, put it out. And people were telling me, no we didn't, no we didn't. But yeah, they were there. People asked for that game. I was one of them. I posted in there. I can't wait. Because I really thought Guild was dead. The developing team is gone. A modder went in and created a mod to keep it alive, period. Fixed a lot of the issues that were still outstanding with the last release of 2. And I still play it. I mean, I still have, I have boxed versions of every release, but I've got 96 plus hours in this, actually I bought 2. I bought the package bundle, and I bought the one, which I can't remember, it came out afterward, but they had one as play as a pirate. They did a lot with that game, but it boiled down to the same premise. And when I went in, I basically did the review and said, this is what you did in it. And I know I made a lot of comparisons, and you know, to be honest, I hope the developers don't stick to identical, but I mean, the whole point of early access is to create new concepts and new features. So everything that originally in the first review I said wasn't in was actually in. They don't have the cutscenes, they don't have the courtroom, and I know I'm talking about this game a lot, but because it means a lot to me, and I learned a lot about haters and just negativity around early access. So I mean, that's just my little 2 cents on that. I mean, you know, you really need to understand development and what it takes to make a game. And I've already done my rant on early access and developing and the hours of programming. I'm not going to recap on all that because I've already done it in my earlier blog. But if you haven't seen it, I really described the troubles and the hardships that I went through as a developer. Working for a big studio, the bureaucracy, people telling you the content you need to create versus what you want to create, and then getting zero recognition for it. And it's not even really your game, it's a job. So yeah, I have a lot of respect. My page is completely devoted, my webpage, to early access. I'll play mainstream releases if they come out with big titles from companies if they're worthy, but to be honest, I'm only interested in early access. I love seeing what developers can do. And yeah, somebody said something about No Man's Sky. When I first reviewed that, I put a thumbs down, because it didn't have anything that they promised. And I mean, when I say their trailers misled people, it showed millions of creatures when there were 2, and it showed all this different stuff you could do that you couldn't. Now, Guild did not do that. They did, all there were pictures. There was a trailer, but it was a cutscene. So No Man's Sky, I gave a thumbs down. Now, when they came out with an expansion, like a patch, whatever you want to call it, it was free. They added everything in that they promised. and I did continue to play. So yeah, I did give that game a thumbs up, and I still think that now that they've delivered, unfortunately, it wasn't enough to keep my attention, because there are some other early access games that have come out since then that I think are just as better, if good, if not better. So anyway, that's all I have for this video blog. The weekend's gonna be great. I'm off tomorrow, so my plan is to do some reviews. I've got some preview keys that I picked up. I got a game that I actually bought, and do a first look, and then I plan on spending the rest of my time doing what I do, and that's playing games and having fun. So thank you, all you subscribers, because I know you guys are the ones that watch this blog. This stuff doesn't go to YouTube. Not YouTube. It doesn't go to Steam. I don't publish these under anyone's thread, unless it's to a developer specifically, about their game and only their game. And this is talking about several. So I know that the people that watch these are just the subscribers. So to you guys, my hat's off, because you guys make my channel on YouTube awesome, and I mean that. Thank you for the comments, the likes. It all matters to me, because for two reasons. One, I'm covering indie access games, and there's a reason behind it, because I've been in their shoes. And two, because I enjoy it. I like doing video recordings. It's a lot of fun. I have no intentions of doing it for a living. But anyway, I'm off on a tangent again. It happens every time, I swear. Ask my wife. I'll go on, and she's like, will you shut up? Are you done yet? So thank you guys. I appreciate you. And until next time, this is Razor from Razor's Edge, letting the car drive. I'll see you when I see you. Peace.